More detailed look at this cold blast, and Kristi, it's expected to get even colder.
Yeah, so we saw the temperature drop throughout the day today as that Arctic blast continued to filter out across the lower mainland. But this is what we're expecting, a drop to -12 through the morning hours tomorrow for Metro Vancouver. But as we well know, it's not just the Arctic air, but it's also the winds that impact the region. So these are the potential wind chill values that we're expecting tomorrow morning, anywhere from -16 in the lower mainland to -25. There's a low risk of frostbite, but there still is a risk of frostbite. So make sure you bundle up. Now, in terms of snowfall, though snow is starting to ease off across Metro Vancouver, but it's starting to push towards Vancouver Island. Those are the areas that will likely be impacted through the evening hours. Now, with this Arctic air in place through the weekend, any snow or ice will not go anywhere. It will stick around, that's for sure. We're just hoping that the crews, of course, get out on the roads and help improve the icy conditions as we head into tomorrow morning.
All right, thanks very much, Kristi. We'll check in a little later.
As well.
Sure will. And Kristi's here with another update on what's happening in the weather and when this is expected to warm up a little bit.
Thanks so much. Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit more about the snow, ice, what we're expecting tomorrow. I just want to quickly touch on the interior. We haven't really spoken about that. Very cold in the interior with a strong northerly flow. These are the wind chills. So Williams Lake already with a wind chill at -43, Kamloops -33, and we're already at -10 in Metro Vancouver, and it's going to get even colder. These are the potential wind chills that we could see overnight. So we're talking about close to -50, and for the south coast away from the water, -25 is not out of the question, -30 up towards Whistler. So there is a risk of frostbite across the south coast, but it's a low risk, but definitely something to consider. And certainly if you're in those northern regions, the potential for your skin to freeze is within 2 to 5 minutes. Now, the Arctic outflow will be strongest tonight and tomorrow across the region, and that is what is making it feel so cold and kicking up the flurries across Vancouver Island, which will continue through that east coast of Vancouver Island as we head into the overnight period. But otherwise, for your day on Friday, cold but clear across the region. And so any of the ice and snow that's on, say, sidewalks and things like that, that will stick around right through the weekend. We are not expecting to climb up above the freezing mark until next week. However, we of course hope that the crews will be able to get out on the roads and improve the icy conditions. So yes, a bit of an improvement next week, but it will be a slow climb out of that. Tonight's Central Windows weather window is coming to you from Maple Ridge. This is hair ice, which is perfect conditions right now that we're seeing. So if you're going for a walk tomorrow morning, have a look for this. It's moisture inside old dead logs that it gets pushed out as the air freezes. Back to you two.
Such an interesting sight. Thanks, Kristi. A special tribute